friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be playing Tiny Glade again. Get a sheep, pet the sheep, love for the sheep. I did this build last night when everyone fell asleep. It was nice and peaceful. So I started with the flowery preset season, and I wanted to make like a fairy village. So I started out by making a little hill. There was a prefab like ruin already there, but I deleted everything so I could start from scratch. And then I just started adding like some little streams around it, some ponds. That way we could get some ducks too. And so then I added some pavement, and then going across the water it adds stepping stones. And this time I decided to like branch out from the path and make it that there's like a lot of rocks. And so then I just made it all the way to the edge. Hope everyone had a happy new year. Happy 2026. So then I started adding buildings, and I knew I wanted to like combine a lot of shapes. So I started with the circle and then added the square and then another circle on the other side, but I wanted to make it kind of lopsided and uneven looking. And I liked the color it was already, but I wanted to like see if a different color would look better, and I ended up just keeping it because I thought it looked the best. But I did change the roofs to purple. I thought that made it look a little bit more whimsical and fairy-ish. And then I changed the roof shapes and adjusted the building sizes to make it a little more topsy-turvy looking. And then I added one more circle to be the front entrance of this castle. Either the castle or the town hall. Probably a town hall. And then we did an arch for an entryway, and I made it nice and big. And just stretched it around so that we could have like some flower beds inside. And then I started adding windows and tiny details everywhere. I think in small walled areas, the little slatted windows look the best. And I changed the time of day that it was so that I could see the colors popping out of the windows. I made some of them pink and some of them blue on this building. And then for each building I just gave a combination of colors, like a different color for every room. I gave it a little back door there, and it spawned a bench which looked really nice, so it could be like have a step outside, enjoy the sunset or the sunrise. And here I just changed the colors of some of the windows. Like different kinds of magic going on in each room. And I gave them some banners and clicked through them a few times so that each one would have the same picture. And I liked the tulip design on the banners. Changed it to daytime so that I could see what it all looked like in the natural lighting. And I wanted the square building roofs to have an interesting shape too, and I settled on like a dome. I thought that looked pretty nice with the skinny, pointy, conical roofs. on the circle buildings. And I really like when birds' nests spawn on the roofs when the two gables intersect with each other. And I just added a chimney, and I thought it pulled the whole thing together. I added some flowers all around. And then some lights. I wanted to see if there was a way to adjust the height of the lampposts, but there is not. Okay, they look good at that height. So then I wanted to add another building there. So the first one is the town hall. Maybe this one is like a library with a couple different levels. And then I paved the path up to the building, and it made a nice door appear. I said in a previous video that this game is like the Bob Ross of video games, and so I think I want to try to make a build where everything is super goofy looking and does not all mesh super well together. It might be hard to do. We'll see. And then I added a balcony to this the top section. And some windows and a door so they could get out there. And then I put a trap door down so that we could get some props spawn on the balcony. And I ended up cycling through this one a couple times to see if something else would spawn, but nothing would. So I kept it at this like fruit and veggie basket. And then here I do that trick where you add another building on top so that you can't see the trap doors, and then I just do a little adjusting to make sure that the first platform is totally covered, but you can't see the trap doors underneath. And then we got a set of stairs. I turned it into a ladder to make it go all the way to the bottom. Which I guess if they're fairies, they have wings and they could probably fly to the top, but maybe this is like a ladder for their elf friends or something. I like the chimneys. If you put them next to a window, then they turn into like a tinier wall chimney. Adjusted the colors on the windows now that I made it dark again. I was going for a very mirth and whimsy kind of look for this build. And it was looking good so far, but it definitely had a ways to go. Connected our path that I made going out, and then here I wanted to make like a dock. I thought this is maybe like a market area where they have like morning markets and people sell their homemade goods. People but fairies sell their homemade goods. I made some stairs going down. I wanted them to be really steep because what is a magical set of staircases if not sketchy and steep? I added some fencing around for little details, and unfortunately when I added it up here it despawned the bench, but I thought whatever, they can still stand out there and look at the sunrise. I I just added a path down and some rocks in the water. And I thought this is where like the fairy children play while their parents are shopping at the morning market. And then rather than just having the stepping stones, I also wanted to make a bridge. So I trimmed it up in some places and made it a little elevated so that the ducks can go underneath, or the fairy children. And then I just widened it a little bit. Added some lanterns across so they can see at night. And then I wanted to add something dark and mysterious too. So as I continued down that path, I had some lanterns, then I wanted to make like a ruin. But first I added some more props to make it look very markety, and this is what I ended up with, like a wagon cart, and some pumpkins. And I clicked on that one a couple of times and I got like, I think it's like a basket of cheeses or something. And then I just did the trick to make the trapdoors disappear. And I thought that looked really nice. Then I wanted to work on the ruin. I always like adding some sort of implied history to the builds. So it's kind of up to the imagination what this place used to be compared to what it is right now. I wanted the pathing to be kind of messy and destroyed too, so I used a couple different brushes for the paths, and then I just added a bunch of flowers all over, a huge patch of flowers, and then I just started making some ruined walls. There's no real rhyme or reason to how they were placed. Kind of adds to the mystery of you can't even tell like what this building once was. And I put some windows, and I like that when you add the windows to just a piece of a wall, then it makes like a paneless window. I had the idea to take the circular buildings and push them all the way to the floor so that there was just like some roof pieces sticking out. And I thought that looked kind of interesting, so I kept those. And then I just added like some more walls to the other side with some windows on them. And you can see they're like empty windows. Then I did an arch for the entrance to it. And then I wanted to add like some magic lights around it. And I had the idea to put the lights like deep down in the flowers so that it looked like the flowers were kind of glowing in places. And I thought that gave it kind of a neat and more mystical look. And then I just changed the colors of all of those lanterns so that it's more magical looking. And I just branched the flowers out a little bit more. And then I wanted to to add like a short wall as a fence walking up to it. I figure while the fairy parents are shopping at their morning market, the children are down exploring, playing in the little creek, and maybe some more brave and adventurous ones come and explore the ruin. Maybe this is a place that they pay respects to more ancient beings who inhabited the land before them. I made our wall look a little wonky and wobbly, and placed some lanterns to light the way. I wanted to see if I could do something with the banner. I found a place to put it, but I wanted to change the color of it so that it represents a different kingdom that used to rule there. And then I just wanted like a couple of houses. I like doing layered buildings that have a lot of different shapes and levels to them. I like it when the bottom layer is smaller, so the top layer has like some platforms that it's standing on. And then I just made the roof match that of the town hall. We got a bird's nest on that roof too, and I like that a lot. I wanted to put the square shape somewhere, so I settled on right there, and I thought it would make a nice deck. And if you use the color palette, then you can change the railing that's on the balcony. So I gave it the brick look because that's kind of what we're doing everywhere. Then I added some windows, and it was spawning different props, and I really like the wagon, so I moved the window to where it would keep the wagon. And then we got our little wall chimney and our bigger chimney. I liked it being really, really tall for this build. I just finish up with some more windows. I did corner windows on the bottom level of the house. And it made some nice props spawn right next to it. And then I wanted some stairs going down, so that way there's like an observation area, so that when we walk through it later, we have somewhere we can walk up high and look at everything. And I just made a little path going up, and it made a door. And then I wanted one more of these buildings. I wasn't crazy about how the platform went over the path, but I wasn't going to change it. I was just going to make pet the sheep. Love for the sheep. I wasn't going to make the platform go in at all or change the pathing at all. I just wanted to make this one kind of mirror what that one was doing, and I thought that would look better. I didn't want this building to be like an exact mirror of the one across from it, but I wanted it to have a similar vibe. I did the same sort of thing with the shapes and making a platform. I adjusted it until I liked the size of that, and then I started adding doors and windows. And this one spawned an anvil, so I guess this is where the blacksmith fairy lives. I gave it a little bit more of an outlet for that window in the back. And then I gave it one of these doors and some windows going around. And I only noticed after doing this that the top layer is like hovering slightly over the bottom layer. I didn't even notice when I was playing. Then I just started adding lights. And I would be changing the color of all of them later. It was all starting to come together. I wanted to add some walls. Be like some railings going around. I liked the middle arch there, but I didn't like the other ones, so I kind of adjusted the pieces so that the walls weren't going all the way over the pathing. And then we could have like another walk along the creek through that arch. I thought this was a really pretty view of the sunrise, so I took a moment to enjoy it. And then we got back to work. So I started putting more paths down, but I didn't want it to be like super opaque. Just like some steps and some pebbles to like indicate where the path is, but it's not super maintained. And then I liked the look of just adding some rocks in the water without actually connecting to a path. And then I made another bridge. And it's just a tiny little bridge. Put a lantern on it. Like it's not a super traveled way around the village. So then the last building I wanted to make is like the enchanter's house. This is probably the most magically powerful fairy in the village. I wanted to give them a big, really interesting house. So it's got a lot of different levels, a lot of layers. But this is where maybe the children are warned not to go, because they could get into some serious magical trouble with this enchanter. I like those slatted windows. So then I started adding the pointy windows all around, and it spawned some props that I liked. And then I put the tiny slatted windows on top of this tower, and some chimneys going around. I figure the tiny chimney is where he's like brewing potions or something like that. And then I just added some lights all around. And then there's some walls going up to it. And then I wanted to add a little bench, a little outdoor seating area, and I thought that was a good idea, so I wanted to add a few more benches. Put one right here in this little less traveled area. And the light I wanted to be facing the woods. And we got some walls going from our main entrance. In some of my other builds, the walls are like all ancient and stuff, and this one I wanted it to look ancient but also like it is still lived in and a functioning city that fairies inhabit. A little bit old, a little bit new. This was our entrance, these arches, street lights. And I added some paths. Changed it so that it was pretty dark out so I could see what color all of the windows and lanterns were. Changed them to do the same thing that they were in the other buildings, like different colors for different rooms. But the lanterns I thought looked good if they were like in all different colors, like there's different spells controlling certain lanterns. I was trying to avoid yellow as the color for the windows because it looks too natural and I wanted it to be more whimsical looking, but I thought if it was just like in the lower layer, it doesn't look out of place, too normal. And these were pretty much like the final details I put on everything. After this, I was ready to take a walk. Just needed to add a couple more details. Once I added the colors to the enchanter's house, then it was time to walk around. if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.